I'm joined today by Omar Waine, who's our vendor and procurement manager here at Simoda. He's just celebrating his 12-month anniversary with the company.
And what we do is we effectively take the value add from our technology partners, Simodify it by in terms of wrapping our professional services and managed services around that value add, and then delivering that as a solution to an end customer stroke client.
Hi everybody, welcome to Simoda's brand new podcast studio. I feel like we need to clap at that. I'm joined today by Omar Waine, who's our vendor and procurement manager here at Simoda. He's just celebrating his 12-month anniversary with the company.
Yeah,
Omar,
almost 1 year.
Tell us a bit about you and your role.
So I'm Omar Waine. I'm the vendor and procurement manager here at Simoda. I've worked in the IT channel for around about 20 years now in various different roles in different organisations in the past. And my job is to effectively manage and develop our alliance relationships from a vendor perspective, but also from a distribution alliance perspective as well, and anything around that from a partner program, from a training and development perspective, certification perspective, etc.
And for people who might not understand what vendors are, can you go into a bit more detail?
Yeah, so in our language we call them vendors, but in day-to-day language it's for people out there in public it's the manufacturers. So people like Microsoft, Dell, Cisco, Lenovo, they're the vendors. And then from a distribution perspective, that's where we procure our products and services and solutions from. So the likes of TD Synnex, Exertis, West Coast, Ingram Micro.
I get you. Now, you always make me laugh in the office, Omar, because you've always got some nutty interest in cricket, a bit like me.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about you and what your interests are, what your hobbies are, before we go into any more partner tech talk.
Yeah, before we start the nitty-gritty, eh?
Yeah.
So it's so I've for a long time now I've played cricket for my local club, Brotherton Cricket Club, for around about 20 years plus. I had a bit of a 10-year gap, so obviously started off when I was really young. Got to my late 20s, decided to get married, started a family, then thought to myself, I think I need a bit of a break. 2 young kids. So I took a bit of a sabbatical around about 12 years and then started playing again last year, which is an interesting time, and start playing again in your late 40s or mid 40s.
Yeah.
So a bit of cricket on the weekend during summertime, and then a bit of badminton with the lads, with some of the Simoda lads now.
Okay.
Every week, so that keeps me busy, or tries to keep me busy. And then in between that, it's just family time really.
Yeah. Now, you undersell yourself on how good you are at cricket, because I heard you played with some pretty big names, didn't you?
Yeah, back in the day, yeah. I used to play pretty good standards, so I played with some ex-England internationals in opposition. So yeah, I've had the privilege of playing with some good players in the past.
Oh, it's very exciting. Well, now you're working with vendors, aren't you, and technology partners,
Certainly,
and could be just as famous for you, really. So just tell us a bit about why Simoda do work with technology partners, and what's the importance of that for our customers at Simoda.
So ultimately, to begin with, Simoda's a business outcome organisation, but we're also a collaboration organisation, which is really, really important to us. Yeah, that's part of our core focus and ethos and culture. And what we do is we effectively take the value add from our technology partners, bring it into Simoda, Simodify it by in terms of wrapping our professional services and managed services around that value add, and then delivering that as a solution to an end customer stroke client, yeah, but more importantly so that it delivers a business outcome for that customer client, yeah, and also as well that solution is also scalable. So the business outcome is also scalable to allow the customer to grow for the next 2, 3, 5 years and beyond.
Yeah, sounds good. Yeah, no, it's really important for us at Simoda, isn't it, to find the right technology for the right customer, depending on what that customer needs.
Absolutely.
We do a whole journey, don't we, around understanding what it is that the customer needs in terms of technology, and then finding the right pieces to fit together in a jigsaw effectively.
Absolutely, and ultimately, Kate, it's not about the price, it's about the value add that you bring to the customer, and that's how you differentiate yourself against the rest of the crew. And the industry that we work in is very, very competitive. So there's a lot of other organisations that are doing very similar things to what we're doing, but you've got to differentiate yourself outside of the crowd, and ultimately, what do you want to be famous for? Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah.
Well, cricket and technology, obviously.
Hopefully, yes.
But yeah, we've had quite a few successes recently, haven't we, when it comes to being a technology partner? Can you tell us a bit about some of those? Because you've been heavily involved, haven't you?
Sure, yeah. So obviously for the last few years now, we've certainly the last 12 months in particular, we've won some local awards, steel awards about growth organisation, in particular locally within Sheffield. But from a vendor perspective, there's 2 substantial awards that we've received over the last couple of months. So one from TD Synex, who's one of our key distribution partners, in particular around HPE Partner of the Year. And we won a big award in Las Vegas last month at their Discover event, which was basically HP's Green Lake Partner of the Year FY24, and that's for UK, Ireland, EMEA as well as Middle East. So that's a substantial award. Thank you very much to HP Enterprise for that recognition. That's been fantastic, and that's recognition for everybody within Simoda for their efforts over the last 12 to 24 months around HP. So that's a fantastic achievement for us, considering where we started from.
Yeah, thanks HP.
Yeah, thank you very much. Yeah. Hopefully, and it won't be the last, hopefully.
No, if you're watching, thanks HPE. So I didn't write this question down, but since you've been with Simoda for 12 months, what do the next 12 months look like for you as an individual working collaboratively with the team?
Yeah, good. It's a great question. I think from my perspective, I think it's making sure that we're still developing our technology alliance relationships. That's very, very key, because as you're probably aware, Kate, technology never stops. It's always moving forward. So you've got to keep in line with that, keep yourself ahead of the curve effectively. Making sure that we're aligning those technology partnerships with our marketing strategy, with our conversation with customers as well, more importantly, and making sure internally that we're actually developing our skills as well as we go on that journey as well. I think that's very, very key and important as well for everybody involved in Simoda, not from a sales perspective, but from a marketing perspective, from a solutions perspective, but also from a service delivery perspective as well.
Brilliant. Yeah. Well, thanks for joining me in the lovely new podcast studio, Omar, and well done on being the first interviewee in here.
Thank you. Thank you very much. I feel privileged. Thank you very much.
No worries. Thanks. Simoda out.